Hello, my lovelies. Today we are learning a new braid. New to me, anyway. Maybe new to you. I don't know. Maybe you already know how to do this, but I just found it. Editing Torn here. I did just discover this braid. I was watching Viviana over at Viv Hair Therapy. I am subbed to her. I'm hoping you can see. I'm going to link her down in the description. But any hoodles, I really like Viv. She tries a lot of hairstyles. She tries a lot of white girl hairstyles, which turn out really good sometimes. She's done one of Loopsy's. I've seen her do a few. Sometimes they really turn out great, and sometimes they just don't work for her natural hair, which happens. Just like there are many beautiful natural hairstyles that I can't make work with my white girl hair. So, yeah, but I saw her do this braid. She was following someone else's sort of tutorial of all these different basic braids, and she did this one, which I really liked. So that's where I found it. So I will link to Viv and to the video I watched, and then in her video, if you watch it, she links to the originator of these videos. It's like Braid All Day or something, but I can't remember. And I'll link to it whenever I do the editing, which I'm doing now. So I'll link to it in a bit. Any hoodles. Okay, back to pretty Torn that has makeup on her face. I have practiced it over my shoulder, you know, to kind of get the mechanics. So I can do it that way, but you know me, if you can braid it, you can bun it. So I wanted to be able to do it behind her head. And that's what we're going to try and do today. Yeah, because I want to be able to bun it. And then we'll have like a little weird decoration tutorial. Not really, I don't know. Wait till the end if you're interested. We're going to use scrunchies in a different way than scrunchies are normally used. Okay, so I guess just let's get started. So you're going to need 2 hair ties and a hairbrush. If you do want to bun it, you will also need pins. Yay! So I'm already ponied because we didn't need to see that. I'm just going to run a brush through it real quick, and then I'm going to turn around and talk to you that way and hope that I can do this. We're going to hope that I can do this behind my head. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so basically this is just a 3-strand braid. Oh yeah, it's called a 3D braid, which is not like the best name for me because we live in 3 dimensions, so all braids are 3D. But I've also seen it called a square braid. So I kind of like square better because that makes more sense, but whatever. Let me turn around. All right, so we are going to start with 3 equal sections. If your hair is shorter, you're going to find this a lot easier, BT dubs, because, let me see if I'm equal. Need a little bit more on this one. Because the separating down is a bit of a chore for really long hair, but hey. Okay, so basically this is how it goes. We have our 3 sections, right? So I'm going to start on the right. So your furthest right section, you want to split in 2, right? And then between the 2 split sections, you want to take the center, toss your right section into the center, pull the center to the right, and then you're recombining, okay? So now we're going to go to the left, and we're going to split the left-hand side into 2. See, this is what I'm talking about. If you didn't have to go all the way down, let me hold on to it this time. It would be a lot easier. All right, so in between that, you're now going to take the rejoined center and then pop these over this way. All right, and now they are now the center section. So then we go back to the right, We're going to split it in two. Dun, dun, dun. Right? Take the center, flip that to the center, pull this all the way to the right, and then just continue back and forth. That's it. The most difficult part of this braid is the fact that you really do have to separate your hair all the way down when it's long so you don't get tangles at the end. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Yay! And I'm just going to continue doing this for the rest of the way down, which you don't need to see. So I will be back once it is all braided and you can see what it looks like. Yay! And then we're going to bun it, and then I'm going to teach you a fun thing to do with scrunchies. Okay, back in a sec. Alrighty dolls, we're back with our square braid, or 3D braid. There it is. In its glory, we were able to do it ourselves behind our back, which is always nice. My drum throne is very squeaky. Why is this called a 3D or square braid? Well, if you look, every side, this side is braided, this side is braided, this side is braided, this side is, it's braided all the way around like a 3-strand on 4 sides. Neat. So that is our square braid. Right there, it's a little loose. I think I might have missed one towards the bottom. Or no, that's just the bottom. I will say, when I got to the bottom, I was really struggling with the last bit, so I just English braided it and tied it off for the bottom part. Sorry about it, but yeah, for the most of the length, it is square all the way around, which is fun. Now, we're gonna bun this, and I did promise fun with scrunchies. So, I bought this pack of these beautiful metallic scrunchies, but the scrunchies aren't, they're not going to hold my hair. My hair's way too heavy for a scrunchie. But I will wrap them around ponytail holders because, you know, add a little bit of prettiness or what have you. And these are really beautiful, and I really don't use them enough. So we're going to make hair decorations out of them. So first, you're going to need U-pins. Which is what I'm going to use to put my hair up. So I'm going to take 2 of these, and all I'm going to do is pretty much put your scrunchie in half, run a U-pin, without damaging it, of course, like so, in half. Da-da-da-da! It's kind of like a little bow, but when we shove it in, it'll be pretty. So I have 2 U-pins for that purpose, as it were. And the rest of the U-pins, we're just going to wind this into a Cinnabon. Because, you know, if you can braid it, you can bun it. We should make a theme song. Sorry, I'm struggling with that one. Alright, let me shake some pins out. And let's get to bunning. Like I said, we are just going to do a straight up Cinnabon. And I've already tangled in my hair. So I'm just going to pin like I normally pin a Cinnabon. Why is everything sticking together today? Cinnabons are so simple. There we go. And then we're going to go around again. I probably should have used a thinner hair tie to tie this off, but I'm just going to slide it off and put it up underneath. Do, 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 do. And hide this, our big bulky end. Are we all under there nice and tight? Yeah, sorry, I have to look. I have a mirror underneath of us. Yeah, that looks good. All right, pin it the rest of the way, which is just a little around the outside. There we go. Yeah. Oh, that makes a nice big bun. Now, let's take our little things that we've got here, and I am just going to tuck them in on the side. like so. And there. We have used our scrunchies to decorate. So here's our bun. Yay! Yeah, so we learned a new braid today. I didn't think there were any out there for us to learn, which is lies. There's tons of braids for us to learn, but a lot of them are like, you know, super duper multiple strands, which, while really cool, are more trouble than they're worth, in my personal opinion. Okay? Like a 4-strand braid is cool. A 5-strand, I can do a 5-strand, but it takes a while. Fishtails are actually really super easy, but with super length. If you want a beautiful, intricate fishtail, it takes a really long time, and the takedown for me is always problematic because my hair just loves itself. I find that fine-haired ladies, the fishtail braid works beautifully on because their hair is silky enough that it'll come down out of it. And since it's such a little intricate braid, it actually ends up looking really cool on my fine-haired sisters. This one, I think, will also be interesting on my fine-haired gals because it seems to make your braid chunkier. At least it felt like it to me. Like, this feels thicker than my normal braid. There's nothing added in, but it feels thicker. Also, if you wanted to try it, you could probably use a scarf or ribbon for one of your strands and see how that looks all woven in. It'll probably look amazing. But I haven't tried that yet, so maybe we'll try that in the future. Any hoodles, this is a short one today, guys, because we just made a braid and bunned it, but it is a new braid, and I can't wait to see you guys try this one out because I know this one is going to go over like gangbusters. Alrighty, I love you guys, and I will see you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Be good at it. Bye. Hello, my lovelies. Hold on. God, why am I so itchy?